Have you ever scrolled through social media feeling vulnerable? Maybe searching for answers about your anxiety, depression, or just wanting to understand yourself better, only to stumble across a post that made you feel seen for the very first time? Maybe it was a quote, a 30-second video, or a viral reel with millions of likes. You think, wow, this is exactly me. But what if I told you that moment of relief might actually be a trap? That instead of helping you heal, that post could be planting false ideas, misdiagnosing you, and even keeping you stuck in a cycle of pain you can't escape. That's the dark side of mental health misinformation on social media, and it's a lot more dangerous than most people realize. Welcome to the Influencer Trap. On this channel, we don't sugarcoat the truth. We expose manipulation tactics, break down how people play with your emotions online, and most importantly, teach you how to protect yourself. Because if you can't spot manipulation, you're the one being manipulated. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that almost no one dares to touch: misinformation in mental health content. This isn't just about bad advice or fake news. This is about an entire online ecosystem that thrives on your pain, uses your trauma as a marketing strategy, and profits from your vulnerability. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how misinformation spreads, why it's so addictive, and how you can finally take back control of your mental health journey. Now let's get real. Why does this matter? Because we live in a time where hashtags like hashtag mental health and hashtag self-care generate billions of views. And yet, the more popular they get, the more watered down and distorted the message becomes. Take TikTok, for example. Videos with symptom checklists rack up millions of views. Videos that claim to tell you if you have ADHD, borderline personality disorder, or even bipolar disorder in under 60 seconds. Think about that. Decades of research, professional diagnosis, hours of therapy, all reduced to a 30-second skit with dramatic music. And when you see it, something clicks. You think, that's me. That explains everything. But here's the problem. Most of the time, it's not you. It's not a diagnosis. It's entertainment disguised as education. Psychologists have a term for this: the medical student syndrome, where you start to believe you have every disorder you read about. On social media, this effect is on steroids. The algorithms notice what you're watching and they double down. Watch one video about ADHD, suddenly your feed is flooded with ADHD content. Watch a video about trauma. Now you're being told you have PTSD, even if you don't. And slowly your identity shifts. You stop asking, do I feel sad sometimes? And start telling yourself, I am depressed, I am broken, I am damaged. That's not healing, that's programming. Let me give you a real-world example. There was a trend where influencers talked about high-functioning anxiety. It went viral. Suddenly, millions of people started self-identifying with it, using it as an excuse for their burnout or lack of boundaries. Now, don't get me wrong, anxiety is real and it's painful, but the term high-functioning anxiety isn't even an official diagnosis. It's a social media invention, and yet it spread like wildfire because it felt relatable, catchy, and easy to label yourself with. That's the danger. Instead of encouraging people to seek professional help, it encourages self-diagnosis and group identity around struggle. Here's another manipulation tactic: trauma dumping for clout. You've seen it. Creators crying on camera, sharing personal stories, mixing inspirational messages with product promotions. On the surface, it feels raw, authentic, even healing. But many of these stories are scripted, exaggerated, or carefully edited for maximum engagement. Why? Because vulnerability is profitable. The more you watch, the more ads they can run. The more emotional you get, the more you share. And once again, your pain has been turned into someone else's paycheck. But why does misinformation work so well? The answer lies in psychology. Humans crave certainty. When we're lost or suffering, we want answers now. And social media delivers those answers in bite-sized, dopamine-charged clips. It's easier to accept a 15-second video that says, your anxiety means you're an empath, than to sit in therapy for months confronting painful truths. Social media offers comfort without accountability. That's why it spreads faster than real science. It feels good even if it's wrong.
So how do you protect yourself?
Step 1. Develop critical awareness. Anytime you see a piece of mental health content, ask yourself, who's behind this? Are they a licensed professional? Or are they just an influencer chasing engagement? Step 2. Notice how it makes you feel. If it gives you instant validation but no real solutions, that's a red flag. Real healing doesn't happen in 30 seconds. It's a process. Step 3. Diversify your sources. Don't let the algorithm box you into one narrative. Follow credible voices, read actual research, and if you can, seek real therapy. Because here's the harsh truth. Social media doesn't care about your healing. It cares about your attention. And the longer you stay stuck in the cycle of self-diagnosis, trauma binging, and identity labeling, the more the algorithm wins. But you deserve better. You deserve the truth. You deserve real healing. So if this video opened your eyes, don't just keep scrolling. Protect yourself. Protect others. Share this message so more people can break free from the trap of misinformation. And if you want to keep learning how to spot manipulation and defend yourself from the dark side of social media, hit that like button, drop a comment, and make sure you subscribe to The Influencer Trap. Because this is just the beginning, and the more you know, the less they can control you.